Tonight, from AT&T Stadium in Arlington, Texas, it's time for Monday Night Football on EA Sports. It's the Dallas Cowboys taking on the Jacksonville Jaguars.
We are sandwiched between Fort Worth and Dallas, Texas, in Arlington at the luxurious AT&T Stadium. A moment ago, here was the scene with the Cowboys emerging from their tunnel. It was loud. It's still loud. We're ready for football as the Cowboys get set to match up with the Jacksonville Jaguars. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
So here's the first drive now for the Jags. At a glance at the man under center at 6'5", he always demands attention.
If you just break it down in individual terms, he played really well last week. 0 interceptions, 3 touchdown passes. Not a whole lot more he could have done to win that game. But you know something's funny, when we talked to him, all he focused on were throws he missed, other opportunities that didn't get done.
Good sign of a leader.
Great sign of a leader, because they didn't win, and that's all he cares about.
Stack him up right at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Well, this defense for the Cowboys, they were very good a week ago in that win over Minnesota.
Anytime you can hold a team to less than 10 points, your expectation of winning that game has to be sky high. In fact, you'd be absolutely stunned to come away with a loss in that one. Could you imagine going to the press conference and trying to explain that?
And he will have a Jaguars first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. He'll drop to throw. And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack. It looks like a 12-yard loss there on the first down sack.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really poor for us, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering. If they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, their quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Going deep here for Bryant. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. He'll look to throw. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. Here's Lewis to return. A good head-down running on the return gets about 15 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. So here now the Cowboy offense onto the field to get their first crack at it. And leading them, Charles, their quarterback, their field general.
And I think if you ask most folks to give you their first half MVP, very likely they're going to say it's this man right here. The NFL's leader in touchdown passes to this point in the season. Still 2 months to go. But if he can keep going to the pace he's at, this is going to be a dangerous team come January, and he could very well walk away with the MVP.
A look there at the numbers for Barber from last time. 8 carries, 86 yards, and a touchdown.
And they love what they've got in him. He's the number 4 rusher in the league right now, so you know that you have to account for him on defense, which means you can play complementary football as well. Throw the play action, get it out to the wide receivers, because they should have some open space, because the defense will key on them. Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy's setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
Barber on 1st and 10. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
They didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. 2nd down. A 2nd down throw for Vick. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. It'll go as a loss of about 6, and now it brings up 3rd. Play action now, Vick. Eluding the pressure right. And his bid for the first down coming up short as he's tackled at the 25. It'll be a pickup of 13, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
I thought he did a pretty good job there to get back what he could, but let's face it, that sack on 2nd down, talk about throwing a wrench into the works. It certainly did.
Yeah, he did everything he could there trying to pick up some positive yardage, and he did, but not enough. And the 13-year man puts it through. And the Cowboys are going to jump out to a 3-0 lead. Even though they didn't find the end zone, they have to be pretty pleased with how they moved the ball on the ground, because we know that that was one of their big goals in this game.
And that really goes through the entire offense, because when you're running the ball effectively, just about everyone's involved. It's not just the guy carrying the football. It's everyone blocking for him, both inside and on the perimeter.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. He works his way forward for a couple up past the 30.
Some of these play calls, I think they're a little conservative, but you know me, because it's easy to sit up in this booth, right, and make all the calls and think I'm going to be correct. But I would like to see them open things up, because otherwise this defense is going to gang up on the run and shut them down.
And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on third down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. So they're forced to punt on fourth as this one's away. Yeah, he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking, because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
Vic with the incompletion on first down, and now that leads to 2nd and 10. Vic readies to throw. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And that one going to wind up incomplete. Nearly an interception in the end zone. Probably should have been. Third down coming up.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep, try and throw some air under it, and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. A big connection on that one. 35 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And it's caught. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Barber diving for the end zone, and he'll get there. Touchdown. So it was the passing game that got him down here, but closer to the goal line, it's the running game that gets him home.
Certainly appears that they lulled the defense into thinking that the passing game was going to be it the entire drive. Nice change up there going to the running game to get him over the goal line.
Extra point attempt to come here. It's up and good, and that'll increase their lead to 10-zip. That time a 6-play drive, and it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run. And there's Vinatieri now to kick it away after the touchdown. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. Jacksonville back on offense and ready to take over. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And to the left side here, Wilson. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. Somebody missed an assignment. He was waving his arm saying, hey, I'm wide open. They found him.
You think? You think? I mean, he was so wide open. Did you see he was just windmilling like he was Don Quixote or somebody out there? And then they found him for a really nice gain.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And the pressure gets there. He'll go down. It's a sack. And it is going to bring us to the 2-minute warning. It'll go in the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack. And it's 3rd down. On 3rd down, it's Alexander. And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. It doesn't matter where you start with the football now. They have to feel great about their opportunity.
The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. On 1st and 10, here's Vick. He finds his man, complete. It's Owens. Touchdown, Cowboys. A big play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Cowboys are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes our score 17-0. And here's Vinatieri now to kick it away after the touchdown. Taken in at the 3. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here. So far, they've had 3 drives, 3 punts. Not good.
Not good indeed, because you've got to have something to show for being out on the field. Now, sometimes, if you have a game where neither side has scored, 3 punts isn't a bad thing. But when you're trying to set the pace, get up on top in a game, you've got to show better offense.
And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Throw left side complete. That's Wilson. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. Open man is Anderson. And he is going to have a Jags first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Back to throw here. Pressure comes and down he goes. Well, the Jags will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. 2nd and 15. And Wilson with it, complete. He will go out right near the 35-yard line. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down. They'll drop to throw. Can't get away, and he's taken down. They bring the safety on the blitz, and he busts through to drop him for an 8-yard loss.
But, Charles, this has been something to watch so far. This is where you really feel for a quarterback. He's been running for his life in this first half.
Brandon, that's 5 sacks already, so you know he's got to be saying, can we get some more guys in here to block, please? Because if we don't, we're going to need another quarterback.
And the Jaguars send out their punter. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line.
And the Cowboys going to go on offense one final time in this first half. And with a 3-score lead already, this is not time for a momentum change, so I'd imagine they'd be happy to just take this into the locker room.
And just 25 seconds to go in the half now as they've got it 1st and 10.
52's the mark, boy. 52. You don't want nothing. You don't want nothing. Hey, you don't want to see me.
Oh, he didn't spike it. He faked it. That ball caught by Harrison. And now off off to the races down the right side. And he's going to get into the end zone. So the fake spike works, and they score. A great play there as the first half is winding down. And the Cowboys will extend their lead here just before halftime.
If you didn't know it, it won't surprise. You to find out that this team leads the league in scoring. They've been a quick strike team all season long. There's another example. They did it again. This offensive coordinator, right now, you can write his ticket towards being a head coach. He's advanced in the way.
Oh, and now they're going to fake it.
Another not asking me, but I'll give you my opinion anyway. I think it's time to erase that play from the call sheet. I guess they figure with the big lead they can experiment a little bit. But all in all, just go ahead and put that play on ice.
This taken in at the goal line. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive as they take over here with 11 seconds remaining. They'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to our EA Sports Halftime Report. Let's get you caught up on what's going on around the NFL. We'll start up in the Steel City, Heinz Field in Pittsburgh. Where was the home team who were able to hold serve and get a victory in their stadium? Joshua Dobbs, over 400 yards passing with 3 touchdown passes as well. From there, we head over to the West Coast. Check out the Niners at home at Levi Stadium. And they were winners in that one over the visiting Tampa Bay Bucks. The 49ers with a much-needed win to keep their season afloat as they push their record to 2-4 with the win. Finally, let's get down to Miami to see what's going on with the Dolphins. And they were winners in their ball game as they were able to handle the visiting New York Jets. Cam Newton, a very good performance as his guys run their record now to 5-2. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a back-and-forth first half. Who can put it together in the second half? For the answer, we turn it back over to our broadcast team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Cowboys will get the football first here, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in quarter 3. And here's Lewis. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Now we get a peek at the captain of this offense heading back out there. And they must have seen something leading up to this one that said, hey, we're going to be able to go deep because they've gone deep with a lot of success.
And pick your phrase, pick your code words, your buzzwords, whatever, vertical stretch, deep passes, go routes, right? What's that route you love? What's that route you love? 4 verts. All of it working because they're able to find ways to get deep and for him to show off that.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And it's hard to imagine that the first half could have gone any better for them. So what's the approach here in the second half?
Just continue to play smart football because they got the other team down and they feel good about the position they're in. The obvious thing people would say is just keep attacking, but I think you also have to be smart about it. Avoid turnovers. That's about the only thing that can derail you at this point. Attack, but make sure you take care of the ball.
And he'll be brought down right around the 37.
Brandon, you know, we talk about having wrinkles in a game plan. That was a fold right there. How about that play? Being able to change things up. You think anyone else on the team's going to get the ball, and in that situation, they surprise everyone and give it to their big guy.
And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
Yeah, this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. The last run got 9. That leaves them with 2nd and a yard. They run the quick dive with Allstott. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. They go again with Allstott. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. Now after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
Flushed out right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
So this game, Charles, you know, we talk about potential unbeaten seasons a lot. It feels like every year at some point in the season we talk about that. But this is one of those games where if you're unbeaten, you got to be careful. You can't take this one too lightly.
You're exactly right about that. And by rights, this should be a cakewalk. Almost a week off. Let the starters run up the score in the first half. Backups get to play in the second. But you and I both know that funny things sometimes happen when you think this way. So it's incumbent upon the starters to really play well to make it work for this team.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Now a diving effort right sideline. He's got it. Well, there's your leading receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage, putting on another clinic, well over 100 yards.
Are we taking notes? We should be, right? Because I'm going to go back and watch this tape and really enjoy what I'm seeing. The route running, competing for the football, just breaking down a defense.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
Well, they've gone to their fullback quite a bit. He'll get it again. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Call that a gain of 5 as the clock ticks inside of 2 minutes to go now in the 3rd.
And there's the pickup you want on first down. All offenses say, you get me 4 on first down, we'll take it. How about if you get 5? They'll really be happy.
And again, they'll go right back to their fullback. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. And they're going to speed things up here. They'll try and sneak it here. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Cowboys. It's their quarterback. His first touchdown on the year.
And the Cowboys take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
And they wasted no time right down near the goal line, and they just sneak it in.
Just do what you need to do. Big guys going up front. Have the field general, the leader, just fall in behind him.
Extra point right down the middle, and the lead will swell by 1 more. That one in the books as a 12-play drive, and it was capped off by the quarterback sneak for 6. And here's Vinatieri now to kick it away after the touchdown.
And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25.
Here comes the Jags offense now. Time for their first possession of half number 2.
And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
And they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Not giving up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. They'll keep it on the ground. Alexander, nowhere to go that time. Might have gotten a yard up to the 25.
Third down now. Those last two plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points. Trying to lay one up deep. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off around the 27. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Cowboy defense has a touchdown. Now remember, this is the #1 defense in the National Football League. There's a good example of why.
Shows that they set an aggressive tone, not just stopping the run, not just getting after the quarterback, but the ball's in the air. They treat it like they're the receivers, and they went after that one and took it all the way.
Now they'll line up to kick the extra point. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. The Jaguars getting set to go. And they gave up the pick six, and now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go-around?
You should be, just because after what you gave up, but you can't be so cautious as to just really take things in, and now you're not going to play loose enough to give your team a chance to score. But you still have to be careful because those defensive guys.
And the Cowboys pressure. It's time for the sack. I don't know what else can be said about this pass rush. They have been sensational. CD, that is now 6 sacks for them.
And how many times do we talk to offensive coordinators and they say a sack is a result of everyone on offense not doing their job? But let's be honest about this one. This is the offensive line unable to counter the pass rush. They've been teeing off all game long.
The throw over the middle taken in. And some room to work. And they do finally get him down, but not before he reaches the 41. It's a big play for the Jaguars.
Well, that's something you haven't had to talk about much this game. A nice big play right there. But this team, overall, they haven't done a whole lot offensively.
Well, they're still sitting on the goose egg. We talk about defenses having pride in a shutout. This offense wants to get rid of that 0.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage.
54's Mike. 54's Mike. Check.
2nd and 1. He finds his man complete. That's Alexander. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Alexander. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. They'll look to throw again. Oh, not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete. The Jaguars on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 2. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he will have the first down before he's tackled at the 12.
They had yet to run the ball at all on this drive, but 3rd and short, definitely was a great time to dial one up.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw here. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Clayton. And he's able to get this down to the 5-yard line before he's out of bounds. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. So a critical mistake, roughing the passer. Now it's 1st and goal. Looking to throw. And somewhat of a measure of revenge. For the touchdown, but they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it.
Oh, I was just about to say he hadn't missed an extra point all season, but there it is. His first miss, no good. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And here's Lewis. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. So here are the Cowboys to take over. Their win streak at 6 coming in and counting as they've got the lead right now beginning this drive 1st and 10. And he'll be tackled just past the 35 at the 36. It's a pickup of 4 and it'll bring up 2nd down. On the give, this is their fullback. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
Normally when you see a short gain in the middle of a 3-4 defense, go ahead and pat the nose tackle on the back because he's holding things up and taking on extra blockers, which allows one of the inside linebackers to roam free and make the tackle.
So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a third down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. And now Anderson is slow to get up, staying down after that last play. We'll check on his status when we get back. And that play will go nowhere, losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's second down.
I think they tried to fool him on that one. You know, being able to throw the ball to the fullback position. No one was fooled on that play.
No, lost yardage. You think they should yank that one from the playbook, at least for the time being?
I think what you do is you take it out and you evaluate it next week in practice.
That's what they needed. It's an 8-yard gain, and now 3rd and 4 suddenly doesn't look so bad. It with just a shade under a half a minute left. 29 seconds on the clock. So on trots the field goal unit, and wow, this is going to be a challenge here. They spot it on the midfield stripe, so it is a 60-yard attempt here. And off the crossbar, no good. A sensational effort from that distance, but rejected by the bar. And this score will stay right where it is. All things considered, a pretty good kick, just cruel punishment there to be denied by the crossbar.
If you're going to hit from that distance, sometimes you're going to need a little luck, and unfortunately for him, this time the break goes against him.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Alexander. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining.
Here we go. Here we go. Right there. 54. Right there. 54 Mike. Here we go.
2nd and 11. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the ball game.
Watch the run. Hey, watch that. Check Mike 54.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Out left to Anderson. And a timeout coming in. This will be their final one with 10 seconds remaining. And the Jaguars send out their punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They have the dream scenario you hope for coming into the game. Just one kneel. Oh, he fakes a spike. Going up top. A leap, and he's got it. He got it. And all the way down to the 22-yard line. So this one will end in a victory for the Dallas Cowboys. And I think the game balls need to be distributed on the defensive side of the football, and I bet that you would agree.
Yeah, if you hold a team under 10 points, that's a job well done. Really well done. So I would say game balls for every starter and every key player who participated in this game.
Now, see, I only like one game ball. You're
handing
out multiple. Although I set you up by saying game balls plural, but I
like where we're going with this. Though you say one to represent like the best player of all that, and I say multiples so that you keep everyone motivated and involved.
You're a man of the people.
I'm a man of the people. I thought I was the only child.
You
Yes,
get
like
a
an only
game
child.
ball, and you get a game ball. Game balls for everybody. So for Dallas, their winning ways continue as they get it up to 7-0. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Atlanta Falcons. Meanwhile, for Jacksonville, things are definitely going south quickly as they fall now to 1-6. And they'll look to get back on track next week as they travel to Denver to take on the Broncos. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.